Tonight, our special transmission as Ismail Haniyeh's assassination is unlikely to shift Hamas's ceasefire stance. Assalamu alaikum and good evening. This is Muslim News Canada on Muslim Network TV. I'm Aisha Ashraf. Today is the 301st day since Israel started bombing Palestinians indiscriminately. The Israeli offensive continues to escalate in the besieged enclave. In the past 24 hours, Israeli attacks have killed 35 civilians in Gaza. 55 have been injured. In Sheikh Radwan neighborhood, at least 2 people have been killed by a targeted attack. A drone strike has hit a mosque in Tal Sultan, damaging infrastructure. In Nusayrat camp, 4 Palestinians have been killed in an Israeli military operation. The Israeli military says it has killed Mohammed Daif, the head of Qassam brigades in Khan Yunis, on July 13th. The army says intelligence reports have confirmed Daif's death. Hamas has not yet verified the claim. Israeli settlers stormed the Al-Aqsa Mosque in East Jerusalem. They were escorted by police. The police heavily guarded the zone, restricting Palestinian access. The death toll from Israel's war is alarming. At the time of writing, Israeli attacks have killed 30,480 Palestinians. 91,128 have been injured. Israel is accused of genocide at the International Court of Justice. The top court has ordered Tel Aviv to immediately halt its military operation in the city of Rafah. The funeral of Ismail Haniyeh, the political leader of Hamas, has been held in Iran. Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei led the grand ceremony in Tehran. Large crowds were present at the funeral. They were carrying Palestinian flags and portraits of Haniyeh. Iran's parliament speaker Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf and Palestinian official Khaled Meshaal spoke at the event. Haniyeh's body will be transferred to Doha for the burial. The United Nations Security Council has convened an emergency session following Haniyeh's death and the assassination of Hezbollah commander Fuad Shukr. Fida Abdelhadi Nasser, Palestine's deputy representative at the UN, has urged the international community to choose peace and resist further escalation. Experts say Ismail Haniyeh's assassination is not expected to alter the group's approach to peace talks. Haniyeh was a key negotiator and mediator in ceasefire talks. However, his death is seen as part of a larger pattern of leadership losses that have shaped the movement's resilience. Azam Tamimi, a Palestinian historian, says Hamas operates as a collective rather than around any single figure. He says Haniyeh's assassination will not impact their negotiation mechanisms. 38 UN human rights experts have called for an arms embargo and targeted sanctions on Israel. They have urged UN member states to reassess their diplomatic, political, and economic ties with Israel. The experts are demanding an immediate halt to arms sales and military equipment to Israel. They're calling for sanctions against individuals involved in military crimes or settler violence in the West Bank. This appeal follows a recent International Court of Justice opinion declaring Israel's occupation of Palestinian territories as unlawful. The court has urged member states to prevent trade and investment that supports the occupation. The United Kingdom is reportedly reviewing its arms sales policies. A new UN report details testimonies from former Palestinian detainees tortured while in Israeli custody since October 7th. The 23-page document reveals that thousands of Palestinians, including medical staff, have been arbitrarily detained. They are often shackled and blindfolded. Many detainees have been held in secret without charges or legal representation. The report details severe abuse, including sexual violence, food and water deprivation, and physical torture. 9,400 Palestinians were in Israel's custody by the end of June. At least 53 detainees have died in Israeli facilities. The findings coincide with an investigation into alleged abuse at an Israeli detention camp. UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, Volker Turk, condemns these actions as clear violations of international law. Israel's military has not provided clear reasons or access for monitoring detainees. Khaled Meshaal, a prominent figure in the Palestinian resistance, is a prime candidate to become the new leader of Hamas. Meshaal was born in Silwad near Ramallah in the West Bank. He moved as a boy with his family to the state of Kuwait. Meshaal gained global attention in 1997 after Israel's failed attempt to assassinate him in Jordan. He is regarded as a symbol of resilience for the Palestinian cause. He has since led the group from exile. Meshaal assumed the overall leadership of Hamas in 2004 when Israel assassinated the founder of Hamas and his successor. Meshaal's relations with Iran have been strained in the past for supporting revolts against Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. However, he developed ties with key allies, including Iran, and managed internal divisions. Meshaal has lived most of his life outside the Palestinian territories. Senior Hamas official Khaled Meshaal is also being considered as a potential candidate. Al-Hayya is based in Qatar. He is the head of Hamas's team of negotiators in indirect Gaza truce talks with Israel. Thank you for watching. Our news is produced by Muslim Network TV, which is a nonprofit organization. We need your support for donations. Please scan the QR code on our broadcast or visit muslimnetwork.tv to donate now, so we can continue to amplify the voices of Muslims in Canada and abroad.